like the rocker. And I thought I was kind of like doing it like this. And
Do you need two roll call? Good evening, everybody. Tonight, before we start our regular workshop, we have a special called meeting that we'll be conducting. I'll open that meeting now, call that to order, and we'll do a roll call on that.
Okay. Councilwoman Peebles? Here. Councilman Cole? Councilman Morrell?
Present.
Councilman Short?
Here.
Councilman Sullivan?
Here.
Vice Mayor Atkins?
Here.
Mayor Reed?
All right, there's no old business. We'll get right into the new business. This is consideration and approval of across-the-board adjustment to the employee pay benefits, and this is a second reading. Brian, you taking that?
Sir, Vice Mayor and Council, we presented this to you at our, I think it was December 6th council meeting. We were asking for the ability to implement our pay adjustment that we would do in July with the budget year. But because of the economic conditions and also some work that we had done by our HR department to look at our competitive position in the marketplace with our employees and stuff, we felt if we could do something in January, starting January, that it would help our employees. So we're asking for that consideration. If you have any questions about that, we are looking at a 4.5% across the board. One of the things that we did on a national basis, they're saying right now the cost of living increases that are projected for 2023 is 4.6%. So unbeknownst to us, we were going to be right on that target. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Council, does anybody have any questions for Brian regarding, I know we've looked at this before and we're kind of excited about what we can do for our employees here, the benefit package as well. Is there any questions from any of you? All right. Any other?
No, sir.
We're good. You don't need a motion tonight on this, do you?
We do need a vote.
You do need a motion on this, okay, so I'll open the floor for an motion.
A motion to approve the proposed adjustment.
Have a motion, need a second.
Second.
Have a second from Jerry. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. From that point, we'll adjourn this special call meeting, and we don't need a pause. We'll go right into our workshop meeting for December 22nd, 2022. And tonight, we have a recognition to do, and I think, Brian, you're going to help me head that up.
Yes, Council, it's that time of the year where we've just completed a pretty significant program for the town, and that's our Christmas parade. So we do have some special recognitions tonight that we'd like to present. And I will tell you that one of the things that goes with this is we're going to share the best float, the best vehicle, the best walkers, and then the Mayor's Cup. There is a monetary portion to this, but it's actually a donation made to the Nourish Food Bank in honor of each of these participants. So that will be happening in the name of each of the winners. So, Mr. Vice Mayor, if you're ready to come to the front, we'll start with the Best Float Award. It's by Action Homes, Christina Roush. Did I say that right? Gross. Oh, I'm sorry. To accept, I think there's 4 of them here tonight to accept that award.
Christina here. We have half of Action Homes here. Y'all come on.
Yeah.
Here is your certificate, and I know Mr. Dan over there is going to take a picture of it. Come on around here.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. The Best Vehicle Award this year will be presented to the Tennessee Jeep Group, Wendy Lloyd to accept. And we've had a lot of work with these folks this year, and Wendy's done a great job. There's actually a new license tag for Jeep owners that is now available in the state of Tennessee after the first of the year. So congratulations on that as well. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. This year's Best Walkers group goes to the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, and I think we have 9 young ladies and 9 family members coming to accept their award. So walk this way, ladies.
Come up here and stand in front of these people that don't look as pretty as you, okay?
I left my brown, I think.
So tell us a little bit about your troop. Who wants to talk to us about that? Where's your, all right, where's the troop leader? Come up here with them. We want you up here too. So tell us a little bit about your troop and introduce these young ladies. I'm going to let them tell me where they go to school.
Okay. So you're a first-year Brownie troop. I've got 7 second graders. Got Emily, Nora, Adeline, Sibby, Raylan, and Eve. We marched in the Smyrna Parade for the first time this year, and they just had a great time passing out candy, getting all decked out in their candy cane outfits. They're a great group of girls, and I'm really happy to,
And you are?
to lead them. My name's Diana Blackburn, by the way. Hi.
All right, let me have that. If each one of you will tell me your first name and then where you go to school, okay? I'm going to start with you.
My name's Emily and I go to Thurman Francis Arts Academy. My name's Nora and I go to Thurman Francis Arts Academy. My name's Adeline and I go to Thurman Francis Arts Academy.
Seeing a
There's a
pattern.
pattern here.
My name is Sibby. I go to Rock Springs
Oh,
Elementary.
you broke the pattern. Good job.
My name is Raylan and I go to Thurman Francis Arts Academy. My name's Eve and I go to Thurman Francis Arts Academy.
Well, congratulations, young ladies. You did a great job. Here's your certificate, and we're going to let these fine people get a picture of all of us together, okay? Don't hide your face. They're going to want to see your pretty face, okay? Let's get in line and get a picture there.
Need our troop number, Richard?
I think we have it on my desk. Yes. Go ahead and give it to us, though. Tell us what troop it is.
What troop are you, ladies?
On your shirts, y'all.
I think these young ladies are going to come back up here in just a minute and help lead us in our pledge
That's
before we
correct.
start the meeting, okay? So we'll just have you get on standby over here. We'll call you back in just a minute. Congratulations and Merry Christmas.
Vice Mayor, our last award is the Mayor's Cup, and this is a group that we're pretty familiar with. It's the Smyrna Fast Pitch. Jennifer Williford is here to accept that award.
Congratulations. We'll get you all to kind of mix in here. We want to get you set up a bit. Thank you all. Merry Christmas. Congratulations.
Thank you. I know we're going to have some more conversation about the parade before the end of the night, but I want to thank each of these participants for being in the parade and all the work they did to make our parade a very wonderful event for our town. And it's actually, I want to thank also the team from here at the town that put together the parade and our judges for the work that they did. I want to next recognize some folks that have been pretty special to us the last couple of years because they're responsible for putting our parade on Channel 3 and also live streaming it during the parade for our shut-ins and those kind of things. But Stewart's Creek School Video Production Team, again, they did that work for us, and they are headed up by Chris Bissinger, and then Braxton Carrero, Abby Sanders, Jonas Harmon, Dylan Herwitz. Did I get close? Diane Hoskins, DeClane Stewart, Clark Beasley, and Kasan Carrero. So thank you all for the work that you do, and I tell you, we get a lot of compliments about the parade and the video production of the parade.
Thank you, guys. You always do good jobs. I know Chris has been back in the booth helping us quite a bit over the years and does an amazing job. But how many projects have you guys taken on now for the town? You've kind of helped us with a couple of parades and some other venues, haven't you?
We've done 3 3 parades and 2 4th of July.
2 4th of July events.
And we help out with the State of the Town event.
Thank you, guys. You do great work. We're excited about what you're going to be doing in the future. All right?
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
And so, one other thing that I'll announce, and I don't see LaDonna here yet. I don't know if she's here, but I do want to go ahead and we'll get this to LaDonna. But, you know, part of what we've done with the parade over the last few, there she comes. Come on in, LaDonna. Come
Hi,
back.
LaDonna. We'll get a picture with you, too.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry, traffic in Murfreesboro is the worst. Don't go there.
It's Murfreesboro's fault. It's not our fault.
Murfreesboro's fault.
I'll step back around here. I'm gonna make just a couple of comments before we present. What we've done with our parade, we don't charge an entry fee, but we do ask folks that participate to bring canned good items and those kind of things. And then our town float actually picks up food items along the route. This time of the year, the town is responsible for the December food drive, but our fire department also participates in a food drive in November. So I thought it was interesting, since 2015, 250,576 items have been collected through the parade for Nourish Food Bank. Since 2015 combined with the fire department, 493,676 food items have been garnered to the Nourish Food Bank, and that, for the most part, stays right here in Smyrna. And we really appreciate that. Chief, I'm not going to announce your number for this year, but I think maybe you've got a number that you would like to share. Do you remember what it was?
Yes, sir. Well, I remember, yes, sir, it was,
Do you need a cheat sheet?
no, sir, I believe it was, well, I think it was a little over.
48.
48,000 items that we,
And that's working with our friends at Walmart, and a couple of our schools here in town is where all of that
Yes, sir.
basically comes from. And we appreciate everything the fire department does to participate as well, and then the parade. So congratulations.
Is this the count for both?
That's, yeah,
For both? 82,963, was
That
that
was
this
this
year?
year.
82,963 pieces.
That's so amazing.
Yes,
And
so-
thank you.
Yeah.
And we are so grateful to the town and all of the townspeople who participate, and to our amazing fire department, and Chief Bill for kind of getting that started for us and keeping that going all these years. We literally could not do what we do for this community without your support, without this opportunity. It's far and away our largest food drive ever. Even collectively among every other food drive that happens during the course of the year, this one tops it. We're currently serving a little over 3,000 people a month, which is pretty insane for us, considering right before COVID hit, we were serving about 1,500 a month. So that's sort of where we're at, going from 750 families to 1,500 families each month, doing close to 1 million meals. A lot of our food supports have dropped off. This year, it's been incredibly difficult. Our federal commodities are lower for a number of factors, and supply chain issues and all of those things kind of combine, along with people just having a bit of a tough time for those donations to be lower across the board. And so having the food come in, having the financial contributions come in, having the overall support, as well as our volunteers, is what helps keep us running. So we're incredibly grateful and blessed by you all. Thank you.
Well, Donna, we appreciate what you guys do, too. We appreciate what you do in the community. I know the community has grown. There's a larger need for a lot of donations. Chief Bill, the town, everybody that's involved. I think it's a act of love, really, from everybody that chips in and donates. And I know the fire departments started this with you years ago. I can tell you that now, I'm joking when I say this, but we had a contest, and we felt a lot of pressure about getting you some canned goods and stuff. So, yeah. And but Brian was the king. He was the king. I think Raquel was actually the queen, but Brian wore the crown, so to speak. But we have a lot of fun with it. But we appreciate everything you guys do.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you all. I'm sorry.
I think he wants a picture. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's all of our presentations? Okay. We'll go ahead and get this meeting going. First thing we want to do is have the Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer said. So if you would stand with us. Steve's going to open us in prayer, and then we'll do the pledge.
Bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for this season, Lord. Thank you for sending your Son to redeem us, Lord. We ask that you continue to bless the leadership and the town of Smyrna family. As we move into 2023, Lord, please guide our town and our leadership in a way that you would have them to go. We ask that you bless all of the families in Smyrna tonight, Lord, and the rest of this year, that they would have a great Christmas season and be able to spend some time with family and a little downtime, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. You girls want to come up here and do the pledge for us? That'd be awesome. We'll face the flag and let you lead us, okay? Who wants to start it out? You. You're going to be in charge, okay? Here we go. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, girls. Merry Christmas to y'all.
Merry Christmas. See ya.
I wonder if it's something we said.
Their work here is done.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about items for discussion for our workshop agenda. The first thing on the agenda is number 1, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute a new operating protocol from Paul Corporation for the membrane filtration system at the water treatment plant. Mike? Good evening.
Evening, Vice Mayor, Council. This contract is with Paul to update the protocols, basically operating system, with our racks at the membrane plant. Hadn't been updated in several years, and since we're adding the new modules, now's a good time to update that protocol system so they continue to work efficiently.
Any questions for Mike Parker on this? Thank you, Mike. Number 2, approval of the terms
That's
of and
Mark.
authorization.
Mark Parker.
Mark, I'm sorry. I called you
I've been
Mike.
called a lot worse. I'm good.
Well, I'll call you either way.
Either way.
Sorry, Mark. I know Mark. I don't know why I called you Mike. All right.
Tom said we should call Britney Spears.
Tom, what Tom said? Tom, what was that?
And the new chief of police wife's named April.
Yeah, you
I
got
just
that
want to make
right
sure,
too.
yeah, I want to make sure everybody knows.
Number 2, approval of terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute a renewal of the 24/7 telephone technical support with Paul Corporation for the membrane filtration process at the water treatment plant. Mark?
One more time.
Yeah.
This is just a contract to our annual renewal, our troubleshooting, after hours calls when the staff runs into issues with the plant running the membrane system. This allows them to pick up the phone and them to kind of walk us through some things we run through during the course of operations.
Questions for Mark? Thanks, sir. Item number 3, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute a contract extension with Thomas & Hutton for Olive Branch CEI services.
All right, this is an extension. Unfortunately, Olive Branch, the sewer line extension has been delayed. So we're getting close to the end, but this is just to allow the CEI services to be continued to the very end of the project.
Questions for Mark?
Mark, point out that part of the sewer has been, it's actually in operation. This is,
Oh.
that's phase
Oh,
3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is for phase 3. We have accepted phases 1 and 2, so essentially from,
It's phase 3 that's delayed?
well, the entire project was delayed, but this phase 3 is the last step in the process. So probably another month, we'll have all 3 phases accepted, and the entire line will be in operation.
Any other questions for Mark on this? All right, number 4, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute state revolving loan application and authorizing resolution for an increase in loan amount for the I&I project based on the bids.
Okay, this is the SRF loan request that we're submitting. This is for us to rehab the, or what we call Line A trunk, which is the trunk line that goes along Harts Branch through the old part of town going out towards Sam Ridley. This is the oldest trunk in the system, and it's in need of repair and rehab. So that's why this is going before y'all.
Question?
It has been rehabbed before, though, correct? Number of years ago.
In places, it's been a while, but this project, we're really gonna go through that line and get it, and get it repaired right.
You said it's a pretty old line. You know how old it is?
Parts of it was installed back in the 50s and 60s.
That's a pretty old line.
It's run its lifespan.
Yeah. All right. Questions for Mark on item 4?
Brian, do you remember that?
I was just saying, he kept calling it old, and I was thinking, I'm a product of the 60s. I'd really appreciate if you'd slow that old down.
Jerry said he does remember.
He does remember. I don't remember it, but
He probably dated the installer.
took him to the prom.
Took him to prom.
All right. Item number 5, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute the capital project contract with Charlie Irwin Painting LLC relative to the water treatment plant valve and raw water intake pipe painting.
Okay, this project is for, there are a lot of internal piping at the raw water pump station 1, which is the large concrete structure you can look just south of the Jefferson Pike Bridge when you cross the river. That's our main raw water intake site. There's a lot of internal piping that's in need of repainting. We're gonna sandblast it, clean it up, and renew some of the structural supports for the piping, just to get it cleaned up good. And then there's another clear well site on the plant grounds that's gonna be included in this project as well.
All right. Questions for Mark on this? Item 5.
So will this be taking place as Jefferson Pike is getting, the bridge part is being done, or after all that's done?
Oh, it's concurrently, ma'am.
Concurrent, okay.
Any others? All right. Item 6, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute a lease renewal with the U.S. Corps of Engineers for Sharp Springs Park. Mike? Not
Sir.
Mark, Mike.
You got it right this time. Thank you, Vice Mayor and Council. We bring to you the 25-year lease. I can't believe it's been 25 years since we did this, but it has. So anyway, it's for Sharp Springs Park, which is 353 acres per the lease, and includes a greenway to Jefferson Springs as well. And as y'all know, we use that for a lot of outdoor activities and Halloween in the park and that type of thing. And then we have some improvements and some projects coming that way as soon as this gets done. Mountain bike trail is one of them, then a watercraft launch and some playgrounds and parking areas. So whenever the town approves this, it's approved by the Corps of Engineers. They'll give us approval to do those items as well.
All right. Questions for Mike on this? It doesn't seem like 25 years. has
It
gone
does
by.
not, no, sir.
Just think 2047 will be here before you know it.
That's right.
We'll all be doing this again.
All right, item number 7, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute an agreement with the Science Center for the rental of the From Here to There exhibit at the Smyrna Outdoor Adventure Center.
Yes, sir. Back 2 or 3 months ago, we started working on exhibits for the next year. We have to kind of stay ahead with these, and we've met with staff and coordinated the From Here to There exhibit for the summer of 2023. So it'll be here from May through September. It's a hands-on exhibit and explores how to move things by land, sea, and air. It'll be here for the summer camps as well. We have asked for a sponsorship on this. We hadn't heard back, but we probably will in January for this particular one. It's a 3-month rental at $22,000, and it will target students, visitors, and families like all of them do.
So you are fishing for a sponsor for that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
That's
if
a
you
good
do
idea.
get a sponsor, those funds will stay in the budget, right? Or they
Well, they'll go into
reimburse?
the fund. They just offset the
They're gonna
expense.
offset,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Do you have multiple corporate donors that you're talking to, or one specifically?
Well,
I'm not asking you to tell me who.
one for this one that was interested, and
Okay.
they actually sponsored last year as well.
Okay.
This fiscal year, but this calendar year, early in the year. So their budget flips. It might be another opportunity there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can tell us, but is it related to land, sea, and air?
They like that, yeah.
I figured they would, okay.
Yeah, they like the idea of that for the educational part of it.
Any other questions for Mike? All right, item number 8, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute a rental agreement with the Betty Brin Museum for the Some Assembly Required exhibit.
Yes, sir. This one is another exhibit, and it'll be here, if approved, September through January, another 3-month rental, and it applies STEAM concepts. Most of these are educational and target students of certain ages, and some of them from all ages. So like all of them, we use them for the, the children, students, and families. This one is a $27,000 rental price for 3 months, and we did get a grant for this one to cover 20,000 of that. So we're pretty excited about that from the Jennings and Rebecca Jones Foundation, and they're actually sponsoring for 3 years, $20,000 each year for exhibits. So that
Great.
helps offset the cost there.
Helps us save a little money there, too.
It does, and it's a good thing for us. I mean, this just shows investment in education as well.
Good work. Any questions for Mike on number 8? All right, number 9, approval of the terms of and authorization for the mayor to execute a 3-year renewal agreement with CDWG for the town's Google Workplace licensing. Hello, Carl.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, Council. This is a request for a 3-year agreement with Google. We've been reviewing annually, but I wanted to gain some price guarantees. Also, this is allowing us to upgrade all of our licenses to the highest level of license that they offer at a lower cost, which gives us easier administration as well as provides additional security features. So the total cost is about $287,895. It'd be 3 annual payments, each of $95,965, which is budgeted in the IT budget.
Does this save us some money doing it 3 years?
It definitely, it's going to, so the original projection we got for this year, just to renew the existing licenses we had, was a little over $100,000. So
On
we've been
1
back
year.
and forth on 1 year.
Yeah.
That was about a 9% increase. If you extrapolate that across the next 3 years due to the inflation that's going on, it's going to save us well over $45,000 over the next 3 years.
Perfect. Questions for Carl on number 9? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carl. Item 10, consideration and authorization of a list of items to be auctioned through online surplus sale with GovDeals. Hi, Rex.
Hello, Vice Mayor, Council. In your package, you have a list of surplus items that need to be sold at auction. The list includes various items and vehicles that have been seized, as well as a pumper apparatus that was removed from service. The town seeks permission to conduct an online auction to sell the surplus items. The auction will be advertised in the Murfreesboro Post, on the website, and on Channel 3. All the surplus items will be sold through GovDeals, an online auction company.
Questions for Rex or any Christmas shoppers looking at the list? What's a pumper apparatus auction for these days? Do you know?
We hope a whole lot.
Yeah? Chief, are you going to bid on that?
It looked good in his backyard,
It
wouldn't it?
would, I think so.
I was thinking I could use it to fill my pool each year,
Yeah.
or pump it out and put it back.
Be a nice Christmas decoration in your front yard, I think. So,
It would be.
yeah. All right, questions for Rex on this? If none, we'll move on to number 11. Consideration and approval of a resolution to accept 2 surplus microwave antennas from Rutherford County Emergency Management Services.
I can take that, Vice Mayor.
Counselor?
Yes, so the police department utilizes microwave radio equipment in order to connect to the statewide TACAN network. And the equipment that we had was somewhat in disrepair, not from upkeep, but just had served its purpose in its time. They had reached out to the Rutherford County Emergency Management Services, and they have decided to donate 2 antennas to the town. And so this resolution, under state law, we do a resolution to accept it, and Rutherford County does a resolution to grant it. And so the county has already considered it at one level, and it'll be on the next commission meeting there. But this
Waiting
was
on
our
us to
decision.
finish it up.
Yep.
Any questions for Mr. Peach? Thank you, sir. Number 12, approval of the terms of and the authorization for the mayor to execute an agreement with Duncan Associates to complete an update to the Town of Smyrna impact fee study. Hello, Kevin.
Yes, Vice Mayor and Council, this is an update to our current existing study. This was originally done back in 1999. Duncan Associates did that study at that time, and they've worked for us a few times since then as we do the periodic review of these. The ordinance does require us to periodically study the maximum rates, as well as consider any potential needed ordinance amendments. The maximum rates were last studied in 2017 and made effective January 2018. Duncan did that study at that time as well. This agreement would be with Duncan Associates at a not-to-exceed amount of $38,500. That amount could be reduced down to $35,000 because there was some built-in money in there for some attendance at public meetings if necessary, and if that doesn't happen, then we would just be at the actual study itself is a cost of $35,000. Funding for this study was provided in the 22-23 budget from the Impact Fees Fund.
Questions for Kevin on this? Thanks, sir. We are at other. We moved right along tonight. Is there any other? No? Any staff reports that we need from anybody out there? They're all shaking their head like we want to go home. It's going to snow 3, 4, 5 inches tonight. I don't know.
3, 4, 5 feet.
5 feet. Yeah. All right. Amber, what do you have for us?
Just want to wish everybody, excuse me, a Merry Christmas, and hope everybody stays safe and warm through the holidays. That's it.
Mayor and Council, I have a couple of things. First, I want to start off with, we had a young man from Smyrna High School, Aaron Carter, received the Class 6A Mr. Football Award, and we want to say congratulations to the Carter family and his accomplishment, and wishing him the very best as he continues to move forward. And I think there was an announcement where he's signed a letter of intent with University of Tennessee.
Saw that this week.
So very excited about that. Want to remind everybody, the town offices will be closed on tomorrow, the 23rd, and then also on Monday, the 26th, in observance of our Christmas holidays. While the town offices are closed, many of our folks will still be working. I was talking to someone the other day, and I said, you know, really, anytime we have a given holiday like this, probably 50% of our people are continuing to work when you look at our public safety through the police, fire department, then also the water treatment plant, the wastewater treatment plant, our golf course, our parks, and those kind of things remain open to provide those quality of life services. So as Amber said, we wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a safe holiday. I know we've got some inclement weather coming in here. We're going to be monitoring that to make determination on what we'll, as far as the golf course and the parks, whether they'll be open or closed. And we'll make a call on that as quick as possible. But in the interim, we just want everybody to have a safe and happy holiday. Next, I just want to remind everybody, because we will not meet before this next holiday, and that will be Monday, January the 2nd. We'll be observing our New Year holiday. Again, the New Year's Day falls on a weekend, so the employees get to enjoy the following Monday as a holiday. But again, I remind everybody that we will have services available through our police, fire, wastewater, water plant, those type of things, the golf course, and our parks.
Is anybody going to talk about the New Year at Noon event? I think we should bring Mike Moss up and let him talk about that.
Midnight.
Whatever, yeah, whatever it's called.
Well, if you're on
Midnight.
HG shift, it's noon.
It's wake up at noon and go to something, right?
Yeah, but it was scheduled for 9.
HG had to put you on the spot, didn't he, Mike? Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the day we're having it, but it was on our park board report.
It's at midnight.
But we do have a program we do for the kids at the SOAC, midnight at noon, and they'll have that at noon. Obviously, we won't be there at midnight, so I'll need to look up that day. Now that you put me on the spot. That's okay. It's probably in my newsletter, which is in the back of this folder. But anyway, just kind of a lead in. The SOAC will have a lot of activities next week while school is out, so that will be one of them.
And if you'll follow us on Facebook, you'll see all of those things in the newsletter that goes out, but they will all be listed on Facebook. You guys, as part of the town, make sure to share that stuff and get it out to your circle of influence as well. I know I do that and several others, so
Oh, she has it right here. So it is, and that was going to be my guess, actually, Saturday, December 31st from 10 to noon. So it's free with paid admission. So if you pay to come in, you get to attend the program. Thank you, ma'am. Any
Thanks,
other
Mike.
tough questions?
You know, it's just, there is still things going on. That was my
Absolutely.
point. There's still things
Absolutely.
going on.
Yeah, and they've, I know down there, they've planned for months to be ready for the Christmas holidays, especially with bad weather, for people to come in.
Like you said, next week, there's something just about every day.
Yes, sir.
At SOAC for the
Yes, sir.
kids, so.
Thanks,
All right.
Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Brian, back to you, because I don't know if you were complete.
I have one last thing, you know, I'm always gonna finish on one last thing, and we've got a new, actual, slide that goes with this, love where you live, and we're combining it with, and you've seen maybe some of our, Facebook posts, the state of Tennessee has come out with Nobody Trashes Tennessee. And there's actually a litter hotline, 1-877-8-LITTER. I think I can't see it in the LITTER. So if you see somebody littering, you can call that number and report, and they'll probably ask you for their tag number and those kind of things, and they are following up on those. So in 2023, you're going to see Nobody Trashes Tennessee out there a lot, and we're going to continue to support that. And, you know, as we say, Smyrna got a lot to be proud of. There's a lot going on in our community. We have a beautiful community. Let's all do our part to keep it beautiful and love where you live. And again, I just want to wish all the council, mayor, vice mayor, staff, happy holidays, and our citizens, you know, happy and safe holiday season.
Real quick, I know our weather's not supposed to be too terribly long lasting, but is there anything the public might want to know about our road conditions and prep?
Well, we're out there right now checking the roads. We're going to continue to keep an eye on the roads. We do have salt available. We have some scrapers available. We'll be making accommodations for whatever weather comes out our way. We appreciate those guys out there and doing what they're doing. We'll do the same thing. As I said, we'll be making a call. We'll be monitoring the weather overnight and in the morning, and we'll make a call early. As soon as we can, that we feel comfortable that we need to shut down those non-essential pieces, and we're prepared to make those calls as the weather moves in. We'll just see what happens. You know, some of the parents will be pretty angry with us if we shut things down and all we get is a little bit of rain and cold weather, and they can still get to the SOAC. So
Yeah.
we'll make those accommodations as needed.
All right, thank you, Brian. Jeff, do you have anything for us this evening?
Just Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir. You too. Kel?
Congratulations to all the parade winners that were recognized today, and thank you to all the departments that participated in the parade. Congratulations to Ariane Carter, and thank you to everyone. I had a request for our office who had a open house for CASA last 2 weeks ago, and I'd like to thank everyone who did donate to that. I would say it was a really successful event, and a lot of kids were blessed by everybody's donation. So thank you to everyone who did participate in that as well. And finally, I pray that everyone has a safe and pleasant Christmas and New Year's, to all the employees of the town, to all the council, as well as all the citizens. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Raquel. HG, what do you have for us?
Well, with the weather getting bad over the next couple of days, I'm going to encourage everybody to not drive very far and to shop local. If you can find a independent business, all the better. But outside of that, I hope everybody has a very nice Christmas and remembers the reason for Christmas, and that your new year is festive, and that we're kind throughout these holidays. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Tim?
Yeah, first of all, I was happy to attend the groundbreaking at Champy's Chicken. With me, Jeff and Jerry attended, and we actually had two of our county commissioners, Phil Wilson and Anthony Johnson. And this is going in beside Lowe's, and Mark, I know
Home
that-
Depot.
I'm sorry, yeah, Home Depot, thank you. I was getting ready to say, I know that you've worked on that with me as well as through planning and then through everyone here at the council process. So it's good to see this. you know, as far as the start, and we're looking forward to welcoming Champies to our town. Next, need to wish my daughter, Kristen, a very happy birthday. She shares many hats, emergency room physician, mother, daughter, and she kind of keeps everybody in line when we're in Florida. So happy birthday, Kristen. Next, thanks to Mark, Heather, Amber, and myself for getting the memo on the Christmas sweaters
On the
tonight.
swag? Yeah. We got our Twinkie swag on tonight.
I got the memo, I just ignored it.
Raquel did come out with Christmas green, so I'm proud to see that. These other guys are.
She complimented our tree colors.
There you go.
That makes Steve the trunk over there in brown, though.
This is the bottom of the trunk or in the middle of the trunk.
This is going south quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up real quick.
I've always said Jerry's old as dirt.
I'm the root. He's the root.
I should wrap this up then.
Good luck.
Congratulations, Tom Rose. My understanding is you're on Britney Spears' new Christmas album as a singer for her. And with that, Merry Christmas to all.
Was he doing an interpretive dance on the video?
That was HG in the MTV video.
Jerry?
I do have on my Christmas tie. Congratulations to Arion. That's awesome. We town's very proud of him and his accomplishments. Big thank you to those that are going to be working over the next several days for our town. A lot of us get to stay home and enjoy it, and a lot of others are out there working. So I do want to say thank you to them and wish them a Merry Christmas as well. My son Trenton's got a birthday coming up on the 27th of this month, so happy birthday to Trenton. And my wife Patty has a birthday on January the 1st, so happy birthday to Patty as well. And as everybody else has mentioned, I do want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year, and just pray that you'll have a blessed New Year. So that's all I've got.
Thanks, Jerry. Steve?
Excellent. I don't have a lot, but I do want to pass condolences. Probably many of you heard Mike Sparks' mother passed away. Her funeral was yesterday. She had been in hospice care for a little while, so sometimes it's a relief for the family and for her when the end finally comes, and I think that's kind of what's going on. So, but on a positive note, Preston, Mike's son, and his wife welcomed Mike's first grandchild. And it was just a day or two after she passed, so pretty close to the same time. But so he is a grandfather now. He was at our Blue Angels welcoming party, I guess, where there was cake that we didn't get. I don't want to talk about that though. But he asked me to mention Preston and his son and the grandson. So congratulations to Preston. Obviously, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Enjoy the next few days with family, and be safe. It looks like the rain has already started. I've got the radar pulled up here, and it's actually already drizzling, so it's getting started. That's it.
Thank you. Same condolences to the Sparks family. The whole cycle of life in 1 week. You know, the loss of one and the gain of another. But our condolences to them. Congratulations to Mr. Carter on signing. We have some parade winners, I think, that are going to be up on the screen. If not, there they are. This is the parade we had at the 1st of December, and the winners of that, we saw them here this evening receive their certificates, but the best walkers were Girl Scouts of America, Troop 2735. You see them up in the top left-hand corner there. The vehicle winner was the Tennessee Jeep Plate. The float winner was Action Homes, and best overall, the Mayor Cup winner was Smyrna Fast Pitch. Congratulations to all of them. Also, I'd like to say just to all of our citizens and our employees and all the staff and directors and everybody, you guys do an amazing job all year long. We wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas to be with your families and loved ones. And Jerry alluded to this. A lot of them are going to be working during this spell of time. The roads are getting nasty. We've got road crews and street crews and everybody probably going to be out working. So thank you to those people who put in a little extra time and can't be with their families like we all get to enjoy. Steve mentioned number 7. He flew in here this week and had a little pre-meeting with the airport authorities and some of our staff to plan for the June air show. So it was exciting and kind of fun to hear that jet fly into town the other morning and be able to go out and welcome them in. And I think June 23rd? June 10 and 11 is the air show. And we're looking forward to them being back. They're like family to us.
I don't want to say this on the year the Thunderbirds are coming, but it's always my favorite when the Blue Angels are here. So they have a kind of a special place in our hearts, and hopefully they feel the love that we feel for them. So it's going to be a fun year. I always look forward to them.
Yeah. I want to say happy birthday to my little grandson Leighton, who's going to have a birthday over the Christmas weekend holiday. And obviously just Merry Christmas to all of you, the people I get to work with and serve with on this council, and all of you out there and all of our citizens. Merry Christmas. Remember the reason for the season, and God bless you all. And for that, we are adjourned. Thank you.
What was the over and under, Brian?